Hello, Ocean Scholars. I know you guys are ready for a great day. I know you guys ready to greet me. So let me get it. Can I get a hoot, hoot, hoot? Outstanding. All right, guys. Today we are going to discuss the properties of matter. We're not going to mess with the changes too much of matter because all we're really dealing with in the fifth grade is physical changes. We're not going to deal with any kind of chemical changes or anything like that. That's a little bit later on. But this is a pretty decent intro PowerPoint that really gives a good definition of firstly the states of matter and the properties of matter. And let's just go ahead and move forward with it. Let's go. All right. Our clear learning goal as a student, I will be able to identify it and define matter. Okay. Define matter. We'll talk about that. And we'll be able to put together a graphic organizer. You will find a very good graphic organizer in the BrainPop that I've assigned in the properties of matter assignment in BrainPop. So you might want to check that out and make sure you put that to good use. Okay, let's talk about matter. Matter is everything and everything, everywhere and everything. It's all we really deal with that's real. Matter is anything that takes up space, and matter is made up of tiny particles. They're called atoms, but we'll just stick with the particles. Atoms is going to be mostly next year, but that's the smallest particle there is. Okay, we're talking about little bitty pieces of material, and they have the same characteristics. Matter, anything that has mass and a volume. So basically, it has mass and it takes up space. I've already said that my favorite T-shirt was a T-shirt with Einstein's face on it. It says, "I have mass and I take up space. Therefore, I matter," which is the definition of matter. We just got to keep it consistent. Let's go forward. So mass is usually measured on a triple beam scale, and it also takes up, like it'll fill up this bottle. It takes up space. There's a volume to this bottle, and there is a mass to the objects that are on these scales. It's very simple. All right, we can also measure their volume just by taking the dimensions of it, and we can see how much space it takes up. Matter can be found in three different types. These three states are considered the three states of matter: solids, liquids, and gases. And let's do that again. Uh, a solid is matter that has a defined shape and will not lose its shape, fixed volume, and a fixed shape. Exactly as what is there is what's going to be there, unless it is broken or cut or something like that. Take a look at example of solids. These are things that you can actually hold and touch. A liquid, however, is matter that will take up the shape of any container it is placed in, but has a fixed volume. Examples of liquids would be water, soda, milk, juice, tomato sauce. That's a liquid. It'll just, and I love the description of the liquid itself. Basically, its particles just slide all over each other, and that's why it's able to spill out and pour out into things. Because once it's a liquid, it can just spill out, and nothing. If nothing's holding it, it'll just fall wherever it falls because all of the particles of it just slide across each other. Then we have the gas. And a gas is matter that does not have a fixed shape or volume, but will completely take up all the space in a container. Most gases are invisible. Example: oxygen, helium, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, and carbon monoxide, which makes it even dangerous because you can't see them. Carbon monoxide especially. We actually have a carbon monoxide detector in my house just in case something emits carbon monoxide because you can't smell it or you can't even see it, but it will cause damage to you in a really, really bad way. So you got to get a detector. So when it goes off, we got to get an expert to try to look after it and fix it. Okay, there's a study jams video. Okay, I don't need you to go too far beyond where I leave off, and but I will put this up. I want y'all to put in your journals in three or more sentences. Explain. Actually, I want you to put that on our discussion board. In three or more sentences, explain what matter is and give at least two examples of each state of matter. Okay, the three states of matter and their descriptions. Include the three states and their descriptions. So you're looking at putting a little paragraph in the discussion form. And our clear learning goal of tomorrow will be, as a student, you'll be able to identify and classify matter based on its properties. Okay, we will go a little bit deeper into this, and just to describe properties is basically, things about that classifies it as any particular type of matter. And since it takes up space and it has mass, it matters. Good day, guys, and I hope you have a wonderful week, and let's make this happen.